Annika, thank you so much for joining me today.
Pleasure.
Well, I'm very excited to hear all about your entrepreneur organisation journey in the Brisbane chapter and also anything else you've been involved with them.
Fantastic, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so start us off with the beginning. Can you tell us a bit about your business and the entrepreneur journey you've been on?
Absolutely. So I started PDPR in 2012, so 8 years ago, and I co-founded it with my business partner. So she had a marketing agency, but it was predominantly for copywriting in the real estate world. And from there, we really moved it into the guise that it is today. So combining both our passions, I was in marketing for hospitality at the time, and we really wanted to build something where we could utilise our passions and deliver marketing within those areas. So PDPR Marketing Creative is a communications agency, so we specialise in public relations, in content creation, in experiential activations and also social media management. And our core areas of interest really are the property industry, also tourism, retail, hospitality and fast-moving consumer goods.
Gosh, that is quite the mouthful.
Yeah.
But tell me a bit more about that entrepreneur journey and how that began.
So I think it happened when I was quite young. To be honest, I think I just wanted to tell people what to do and boss people around. And I also have early memories of making things and trying to sell them to family members that were unsuspecting and didn't necessarily want them. So I think that sort of entrepreneurial spirit or having my own business started quite young.
All right, Annika, how do you define success?
I think for me, success is achieving financial independence, but also the freedom to be able to set my own work hours, work with the clients I want to work with, work on the projects that really excite me and motivate me. And I think also another big part of success is really looking back over the 8 years in business and seeing where we started and just how far we've come. And it's something I don't usually think about too much of the wins.
Yeah, it's hard, I guess, as entrepreneurs because our goalposts do change so rapidly.
Absolutely.
And whenever it needs to at the same time. It's always nice to hear how success is with each individual entrepreneur because it's so different.
Absolutely, yeah.
So how long have you been an EO member for?
So I've been an EO for just over 3 years now. I started in the Accelerator program, which was an incredible experience, and I'm so glad that that was the path my journey took. And since then I've been in Forum for 1.5 years now, which has been amazing.
Sure. And what do you think that you've learnt or had not known before you joined EO?
It's definitely the friendships. I knew coming into EO how important the networking was and peer-to-peer learnings and things like that, but I didn't count on the friendships that I'd make, and not only in forum or accountability groups, it's across the broader chapter.
I think the networking word means something so different in EO as well, because we have that non-solicitation at the same time.
Yes.
It's a network that's actually how can we learn from each other rather than what can I take as such.
And in complete confidentiality, it's incredible.
Definitely. So during your time as a member, can you tell me about the leadership roles that you've taken on yourself?
Absolutely. So 6 months in, I joined the EO Accelerator board, which was incredible. And I was the communications chair at the time. And since then, I've served 2 years on the EO board in the same chair role, managing external communications for the organisation.
That seems very fitting.
It's a good fit.
So tell me the skills that you've learned from EO, how did you transfer into your day-to-day business life?
Our business is all about relationships and networks, referrals, but also clarity of communication. So the ability to constantly learn about new personalities and how people operate and how people work has been really fascinating, and it's certainly skills, they are certainly skills that I've transferred across to our business. For me, it's really been about asking for advice and looking for experience shares, which is something that I never sought previously before joining EO. I was always a one-woman band and I had all the answers and everything I needed, and I didn't need to reach out. And it's been the single biggest learning and also the best value out of EO is the fact that I feel completely comfortable to ask for advice, to talk to peers about different problems or issues that I'm facing. It's changed how I operate business and also personal life as well. It's about having that network of peers around you, about knowing that there's 100% confidentiality, there's no soliciting of business or work, so no one has a hidden agenda, and conversations can get very deep very quickly, and there's a huge amount of value in that.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Appreciate your time today,
It's
Annika.
great to see you. Thanks, Liv.